In Gaza, death is everywhere. Israel's attacks have destroyed every aspect of life. After 47 days of bombardment, Palestinians are about to get 4 days of respite. In the ruins of their homes and makeshift tents, out in the cold.
We want many humanitarian ceasefires. We want a full ceasefire. There are children, elders, women still under the rubble. If we want to take them out from under the rubble, we need a great deal of time, at least a month.
No food, drinking water, electricity, or medicine. Palestinians have none of the basics needed to survive. Before the war, 850 trucks would enter the Gaza Strip every day through the Karam Abu Salim crossing with Israel and the Rafah crossing with Egypt. That ended with the total blockade Israel imposed on October the 7th. 2 weeks into the war, the first humanitarian aid trucks were allowed into Gaza. Since October the 21st, the UN says only more than 1,400 trucks carrying aid and fuel have entered the Strip, a trickle compared to the number of trucks before the war. Under the temporary ceasefire, 300 humanitarian aid trucks per day carrying supplies and fuel will be allowed into Gaza during the 4-day pause in fighting. But it's not clear if they will reach the north, where healthcare services have completely collapsed.
Up to this moment, no information regarding the entry of fuel for hospitals and ambulances. The only information is a limited amount of fuel will be allowed to get into Gaza Strip. During those 4 days of a humanitarian ceasefire, those fuel will be used for the water and sanitation.
Under the deal, Israel will not allow the hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who fled to southern Gaza to return to their homes in the north.
A little bit pessimistic when it comes to the inability to move freely across Salah ad-Din Road. I'm originally from Gaza City. I wish to go back home during the ceasefire, but it seems that's not going to happen.
Raising fears of permanent displacement in the absence of a permanent ceasefire. Priyanka, Gupta, Al Jazeera.
Well, Philippe Lazzarini is the Commissioner General of the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees. And speaking from Khan Yunis, he's welcomed the temporary truce, describing the situation in Gaza as impossible.
We all heard about a truce. 4, 5, 6 days. It is definitely welcome. I really hope that through this we will be able to better reach everyone in Gaza Streets, including people who are still in the north, and that during these days we will be able to scale up our response. But beyond that, I really hope that from these 4 or 5 days we can build an extended ceasefire on humanitarian ground. Basically, this is what everyone is asking for.